Okay, so for this, I'm gonna be ranking all the Mario Kart DS tracks because just recently, I bought the game. And I played through it a few times to get knowledge for this video, so yeah. Mario Kart DS was the first game in the series to introduce retro tracks. Sure, their retro selection isn't as good as their nitro tracks, but there are still a few decent ones, and I'm surprised some of the retro courses were, well, they couldn't bring back some of the harder courses like Wario Coliseum and anything like that. So some of their choices might have seemed random and kind of pointless. But enough of me talking, let's get started. Okay, so for number 32, I have SNES Choco Island 2. Because one word to describe this course, infuriating. Because through part of the course, you're driving through this weird patch of mud. Or I think it's supposed to be chocolate, but it looks more like mud. So it's just infuriating to get through. And your reward is an extra item box, which is not worth it. I mean, it was just infuriating to get through it, especially with how it was presented. Not too good. They could have done more with this course. I mean, not much. I mean, they could have at least made it somewhat better, but moving on. And number 31, GBA Peach Circuit. This course has just been kind of dull. I mean, some of the turns can be kind of tricky, but other than that, it's not that good. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad either. It just, yeah. I only played it through a few times. It was just mid. So that's why it ended up here. At number 30, SNES Donut Plains 1. I mean, it is better than the last two courses I just talked about, but it could have been better. I mean, seriously. It's just a circle, and plus the SNES courses are really short, but the Super Mario track is made up for that with having them 5 laps instead of 3, so these courses just end up being over before you know it. So there's no real point. I mean, it is just to get through the game. But other than that, there's no need for this course. It's just dull overall. I mean, they could have done better with it. And number 29, Figure 8 Circuit. I mean, it's not the worst starter track, not compared to a few, but Figure 8 Circuit they could have done more with. I mean, it's just kind of 2 circles. It's not as good. I mean, at least it wasn't brought back because there's not much you can add to this game. Like, how would you even add, like, a gliding section or a anti-gravity section or driving up the walls? I haven't played Mario Kart World yet. I hope to soon. Just Figure 8 Circuit is just kind of a blah starter course. Not as good as, like, Luigi Circuit or Mario Kart Stadium. Yeah, we're moving on. At number 28, SNE N64 Moo Moo Farm. It's just okay. It's kind of meh. There's a few Monty moles here and there, but other than that, there's no real obstacles. You're just driving around, hoping not to get hit by red or blue shell. So yeah, Moo Moo Farm is just okay. I mean, it could have been worse. It could have then moving on. At number 27, GBA Luigi Circuit. It's not bad by any means, but they could have done more with it. I mean, the limitations of the DS, I mean, it wasn't bad to say, but there could have been more to do with this. It's just covered with rain, and it's just a circle with a few puddles to avoid. There is a Luigi blimp in the background, but other than that, this course is just kind of plain overall. So, it's just mid to me. At number 26, GCN Baby Park. Baby Park was so good in Double Dash because of the items. It was such a challenge, like for the Bowser Shell, the Chain Chomp, even the Giant Banana. But Baby Park is now shortened to 5 laps, and it isn't as obvious to get hit by items. I mean, red shells, sometimes there's a banana peel. In this game, there was the fake item box. It's just mid. Baby Park used to be so good in Double Dash, but they butchered it in here, so it's just not the same. I prefer the Double Dash version. At number 25, Desert Hills. I mean, it isn't bad. The atmosphere is pretty good with the sun shooting out fireballs. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not that good. Most desert courses are just bland, like Dry Desert. Yeah. I mean, Wii Desert Ruins is pretty good, but Desert Hills is just okay. They could have done more with this, really. At number 24, Yoshi Falls. I just found it kind of hard to get through some turns. I mean, it didn't have much to do with Yoshi. It's just okay. Not the best Mushroom Cup course. I mean, it wasn't bad to say, but out of all the Mushroom Cup courses, it's just mid. Not much to stand out, but it isn't bad. Better than Figure 8 Circuit. Yeah. At number 23, SNES Koopa Beach 2. It's just okay, because underwater driving hasn't happened yet, so you gotta be careful when driving through some parts. It's just okay. I mean, there are a few trees. At least I think they're trees. They could be bushes. So it's just okay. They could have done more with this, but on the other hand, probably not. At number 22, N64 Frappe Snowland. The snowmen are just infuriating to get through, because even when you have a clear path, they're still difficult to dodge. So, yeah. I mean, Frappe Snowland could have turned out worse. I mean, it wasn't bad, but out of the snow courses, it didn't go as well as I thought it would. It was just okay. Let's just move on. At number 21, GBA Bowser Castle 2. I mean, it does provide some difficulty with some speed bumps over some lava. Sometimes there's fireballs. I mean, and there's thwomps, obviously, because there's usually thwomps in a Bowser's Castle course, except for the 8 version. I mean, they could have done more with this. GBA had some courses that could use some remaking, like they did for Ribbon Road and Riverside Park in 8 Deluxe. But over here, it's just mid. At number 20, GCN Luigi Circuit. It's okay. I mean, there are a few speed boops. There's the Chain Chomp. And you could see the other drivers on the other side of the road. It's just okay to me. I mean, it was a bit challenging with the Chain Chomp, and you had to form a schedule of when it would move. But, yeah, it's just mid. At number 19, N64 Banshee Boardwalk. This course was actually pretty good. I had a decent time playing on it. It was just mid. There was the giant fish, the castle part, and just the atmosphere is pretty creepy. And there's bats to avoid. So, Mario Kart DS hasn't have the best retro selection. They could have brought back some fan favorites like DK Mountain, something like that. But, yeah, Banshee Boardwalk just is mid. At number 18, DK Pass. It's a snow course with barely anything to do with DK. They could have called it Snow Mountain or something. But, it's okay. There are a few giant snowballs to avoid. There's a tunnel section, a giant jump because gliding hasn't been invented yet. It just ended up okay to me. It could have been better or worse, but it just ended up mid. At number 17, SNES Mario Circuit 1. This was the first course in Super Mario Kart, so I guess they would expect it to be the first in the retro selection. I mean, it's just kind of short. There's not much to it. It's done in like 2 minutes. It just ended up being okay. And number 16, Cheap Cheap Beach. I mean, it isn't bad. There are a few cheeps to avoid. There are a few jumps. There's a forest section for some reason. They could have done more with the beach atmosphere. But Cheap Cheap Beach was just okay. At number 15, Wario Stadium. Wario Stadium got better in 8 Deluxe, and here it's pretty good. There are a few fireballs in a round rotation to avoid. There's mud between speed boosts, and it just ended up being okay. Wario Stadium, this version was better than the N64, but hey, it turned out better at the end of the day, so. At number 14, GCN Yoshi Circuit. The great thing about this course, it's in the shape of a Yoshi, and there's obstacles like piranha plants, and there's a tunnel section. Yoshi Circuit has always been one of my favorites. It's just turned out okay in this iteration. It was better in the Double Dash and 8 Deluxe. Yeah, it just ended up being okay here. Could have been worse, could have been better. Moving on. At number 13, Shroom Ridge. This course, in my opinion, is very underrated. It's so good. There are moving cars to avoid. There's a tunnel. There's moving item boxes. I don't know why I didn't put Shroom Ridge higher. It was pretty good. I say it's better than, it is one of the best courses in the Flower Cup. Well, except for, 1 or 2, I don't remember. Yeah, it's been alright. At number 12, N64 Choco Mountain. Because unlike in the N64, you could tell this looks more like chocolate. I mean, there are a few boulders to avoid. There's a few mountains here and there. There are a few tight turns. But Choco Mountain is one of the better remakes in this game. I didn't expect it to get this high, but at the end of the day, it's better than most of the retro selection. At number 11, just shy out of the top 10, is GCN Mushroom Bridge. It's not bad. It was actually pretty good. It just wasn't as good as the Double Dash where you can actually go on the bridge. Yeah. So it just turned out okay. I mean, they could have made this course unbearable, but hey, it wasn't bad. And the top 10. At number 10, the best retro selection, in my opinion, GBA Sky Garden. It's just really cool. There's a few shortcuts you can do. It has a nice atmosphere. Just a giant cloud in the sky turned out to be a really good track. One of the best, in my opinion. At number 9, Mario Circuit. This actually really surprised me because most Mario Circuits are dull and kind of forgettable. But this Mario Circuit actually was pretty good. I mean, there are the fire-spitting piranha plants, there's Goombas, there's a few tight turns. It has a nice atmosphere. Sure, it wasn't as good as the 8 Deluxe. But hey, at the end of the day, you don't expect a Mario Circuit to get this high. At number 8, the best that the Mushroom Cup has to offer, Luigi's Mansion. I mean, just the references, the portrait ghost, there's moving trees. Sure, the mud section is kind of annoying, but hey, Luigi's Mansion is still a great game. And this course adaptation is really good. They really nailed it. At number 7, Delfino Square. It was actually pretty good. Just the way everything was set up, the bridge you crossed with speed boosts, the tight turns, the boxes you could smash into for banana peel or mushroom, something like that. But Delfino Square is pretty good. Really underrated. Sure, it wasn't as good as the Wii version, but still, it made the top 10. And number 6, Peach Gardens. I really like the atmosphere. It's really nice to get a peach-themed course. I mean, where else are you gonna see something this good? I mean, there's the chain jumps that can move around, there's the flowers, there's, just all the course. There's just the whole course that ended up being really good. And it's been remade a few times. At number 5, Bowser Castle. Yeah, it's Bowser Castle instead of Bowser's Castle. I can't believe this hasn't been remade yet. You thought it would, but surprisingly it hasn't. I mean, it's not bad. There's the fire bars, there's the moving pipe. I only made it once. I've fallen off quite a few times, actually. But that's okay. Because this really showed what a Bowser's Castle was meant to be like. It really did it straight. There's the thwomps, obviously. There's the tight castle turns. It just ended up being a really good course. At number 4, Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road in this game ended up being really good. There's the one section where you're going through a full loop, it feels like. There's the turns that can get kind of tricky, with some of your opponents being right up to you. But this Rainbow Road, I'm not surprised, as I'm shocked it hasn't been remade yet. I mean, you would expect a pretty good Rainbow Road to be remade, but still, it ended up being a really good course. At number 3, I have Tick-Tock Clock. Tick-Tock Clock actually is one of my favorite levels in Mario Kart, and they adapted this course perfectly with all the clock obstacles, the moving gears, the clock hands that could steer you off course if you're not careful enough. And this ended up being one of my favorite courses in game, but 2 more top that. At number 2, Airship Fortress. This ended up being a really good course. The bullet bill section, the jump section, the fire bars you need to avoid. Airship Fortress is one of the fan favorites at DS, and they did cook with this. Airship Fortress has been remade a few times, but the original is just as good, if not better. But at number 1, to no one's surprise, Waluigi Pinball. This course is just so good. Being in a pinball machine, having Luigi be the theme, well, Waluigi, my bad. And just the way you avoid pinballs, the music, the effects where you get an item, and if you pass somebody, this course is such a banger. And it's been remade in 7 and 8 Deluxe, but Waluigi Pinball still stands on its own after all these years. So there are my Mario Kart DS ratings. Stay tuned.